Good afternoon, Bearcat Nation, and welcome to the Arc Arena here in downtown Manhattan on the campus of Baruch College. It is the Bearcats' home opener as they welcome in Chapman University. Alongside Joe Stolzer, I'm David Just. And Joe, exciting day for Baruch basketball, interesting season for Baruch basketball, so we see a bunch of turnover both on the bench and on the floor.
Well, happy Sunday, David. Nice to see you again. Well, as you know, big coaching change here at Baruch. John Alisi, legend, icon, leaves, and Tamer Fareed takes over. Tamer, great player here, revered, David, very intelligent from Stuyvesant High School. And he brings a really fresh outlook to basketball. He's a player's coach, and he can still play himself. And I think that it's going to be good times for Baruch because they're keeping the tradition up. Now, we did lose a lot of firepower, right? Nicholson, Minnick, Goldberg. So this season, we're going to play small and smart, basically a lot of finesse. But I've seen a number of practices, a lot of toughness. I think what players do, they take on the personality of a coach. And Tamer, very smart, very tough, very demanding, but in a good way.
So Coach Alisi leaving the Bearcats program second all-time in wins. How do you feel that the flow or maybe the way the style of basketball the team plays maybe changes season over season?
Well, Tamer's going to bring a whole new outlook, but because he kind of coached with Coach Alisi, he's going to implement some things Coach Alisi did, but I believe at the end of the day, he's going to bring his own style. Coach Alisi was a great in-game coach, as I mentioned 1,000 times. And we just have to see, David, what happens. Now, I'm going to mention this 100 times. Baruch has to finish at the basket. I saw in practice and scrimmages, they were not efficient. Jack Gordon could be everything. He can score on all levels. He's got the height. And I really believe that this is an ensemble of talented offensive players. But I like defensively that Tamer Fareed has instilled a toughness that's going to really help out.
And to your point, Joe, I mean, they lose 45 points. Like you said, three of their top four scorers, in Minnick, Nicholson, and Goldberg, 45 points per game. Adebayo's come in. We've seen him averaging about 18 points per game, filling a little bit of that void. But to your point, it's really going to have to be a team effort to fill in the gaps there on the offensive end.
Adebayo's got to finish. I saw him go to the basket, came up with nothing for a lot of times. He's got to, that's basketball. Now, here's the other thing, David. They have to be great in points given up in the paint. I saw a lot of holes defensively for the Bearcats, so they're going to have to be good at that, irregardless of the size issue. But I really have a good feeling from what I saw in practice that there's a good morale. The guys like each other. And we just have to figure out the formulas, which Alisi was great at. Mix and match, Who's going to come off the bench to be that next guy? So we're going to see today. Now, Chapman looks like a formidable opponent. They got all kinds of size. How does Baruch match that?
And it's interesting, too. Chapman's been, like I said, out here from Orange, California for a 3-game swing here in New York City. They played out, coincidentally, a lot of the same schools that we'll see Baruch play this year. They played Yeshiva. They beat them by 4, lost on Friday night against Stevens. So really rubber match for them here on the New York swing.
By the way, I like the Real Housewives of Orange County, so
there you go.
I'm going to talk to them before they leave about that. But, David, the girls are in transition, losing Mia Castillo. That's going to be interesting. We see them on Wednesday. But as you know, with CUNY, it really matters what you do in the CUNY playoffs. Everything is it's a marathon, one game at a time. And I got to admit, and I think you would agree, that Coach Alisi had this place rocking. Win, championship, great play after great player. This is a new time with, Tamer Fareed having to create his own legacy.
Yeah, Coach Alisi winning 3 titles from 22 to 24, going to the finals and losing to John Jay last year, did Baruch. And to your point, Joe, I guess Tamer Fareed really inheriting a solid team, adding some pieces, changing it a little bit, and really still having that opportunity to put a stamp on this conference.
Well, we got to see when that ever happens. What defines Tamer Fareed? We know what defines Coach Alisi. How is he going to recruit? Really, it's the big thing. Who's coming in? What kind of players is he going to get? Is he going to go get the same type of players as Alisi did? Alisi was able to fill every position, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I don't know. It's too early to see what Tamer Fareed, has up his sleeve, but I do know his intelligence is going to really be big. He's going to play smart, but he's also going to play tough. He wants basketball played like if you're a ball player, play like a ball player.
Yeah, and so they got right now. They have preseason rankings, take them for what they are, but they have Baruch right now ranked 3rd coming into the preseason here in the CUNYAC. Like you said, kind of a great opportunity to prove themselves today here against Chapman. So it looks like, at least from the outside looking in, there's still some high expectations for the Bearcats coming into the season.
I really think, David, cliche, you got to take it one game at a time. And we got to see what works. Mixed match from the coach. By the way, coaching staff, Gary Ciano, Baruch Royalty, Brian McMahon, Baruch Royalty, Jamel Fair. Had a great career here. Has been on the coaching staff. So a lot of question marks. And I can't wait till we get to that part of the season where the rivalries, Hunter, York, every game is a war. And I hope that continues on because that's really what we can't wait for telecast-wise. Every game is a war.
And a great start to the season also for the Bearcats. 2-1 in their tournament. They split up in Boston in their tournament and then had a great comeback against Maritime the other night, down 17 in the second half to pull away by 11. So really up and down fun style of basketball so far here in the early going for the Bearcats.
Now, as I said, I saw a lot of practices. I want to see, like Alisi, if these guys are going to press full court a lot. Are they going to rely on man-to-man? Are they going to mix it up? I also saw a lot of penetration with a lot of kicks to guys on the wing and in the corner. Possibility of pick and pops with Mano, people who can shoot from the elbow. So I saw a lot. But when the lights go on, I'm curious to see what unfolds.
So we're about a minute away from game time and starting lineups here in National Anthem, Joe. A couple keys to the game before we get into it.
How Baruch handles the height of Chapman. How they forget last year and mark their own legacy, this team. And really, who emerges quickly? You know how we like to get off to a good start here on this home court advantage? Really, what the Tamer Fareed legacy starts today. So I hope a lot of our question marks, David, are answered. And we'll continue to talk about what we're used to and what's new, right? Basically.
It'll be easy to compare and contrast. So we are moments away from your home opener here at the Arc Arena for the Baruch College Bearcats as they welcome in Chapman University all the way from California. We're going to turn it over now to Marty Collins for your national anthem and your starting lineups. So the lineups are in. The anthem has been sung, and we are moments away from tip-off here at the Arc Arena for your Baruch College Bearcats. Chapman will be wearing their black road strip, red numbers, white letters, where Baruch in their traditional home whites, light blue numbers, dark blue trim. It will be Schulz. It will be Adebayo to jump things off. Check that. It'll be Coppin and Schulz to jump it off here at center court.
Well, Coppin is, he could jump out of the gym, David. So, anytime there's jumping involved, he's the guy.
And Schulz will win it, and it'll be into the hands of Billings, who will walk it up for Chapman's first possession here. And the game is underway. Over to Bernardo on the far side. Takes the pick from Schulz. Up top to Kim. Near side. Over to Billings, drives underneath, reverse layup and in, and Billings got to be careful. 5'8", but the leading scorer for Chapman here in the early going.
Remember, I'm going to keep my eye on points in the paint. That was a gift. Now, I know these are visitors from California, but they're not worthy of a gift.
Now Douvres over to Coppin, who comes outside. Crossover move on Kim, working into the lane, off glass. Iron shot, no good. And Chapman quickly the other way.
David, that was too quick a possession. Baruch has got to set up.
Bernardo outside, near side. It's Eberle. Shot no good. Cole Bailey to the deck, picks up the rebound, and over to here to Adebayo on the near side. 6'7", ball handler, working on the crossover. Spin move, nice into the lane, finishing with the left hand.
Well, this is a guy that's going to make a lot of noise here. And he's got to finish. Get to the basket, and we'll be okay if that happens.
Now Schulz on the near side. Bernardo up top. Takes the pick from Schulz, working against Gordon. Into the lane. Finds Schulz, near side wing. Pulls a three off front rim. No good. Coppin on the rebound.
Okay, I like the defense of the Bearcats coming out.
Ooh, Coppin into the lane. Gets hit hard. Aaron shot no good, but he'll go to the line to shoot two.
Now, you can see that Coach Fareed has installed an attack offense where guys have the green light to go.
A little interesting. They said it was on the floor there, so it'll be side out underneath the basket for the Bearcats' first team foul.
Well, he got bumped going up.
Gordon on the near side wing. Chapman in the 2-3 zone early on.
I see Chapman keeping their eye on Gordon. Now, who's going to be that second guy? I like there he is.
Ooh, Gordon going baseline. Driving in. Oh, can't get it to go. Gets his own rebound. Working against two bodies underneath. Ball's loose. Picks it up again. Shot no good. He's fouled on the way up. And will go to the line to shoot two. But nice hustle there by Gordon for time again.
So, as you know, I'm going to mention it repeatedly. We have to finish. Baruch has got to finish. These guys are going to get to the basket. If we finish, we're good. Now, in this matchup, the height doesn't work in our favor with Gordon, okay? Because, Chapman has the height. Future matchups, I think Gordon's going to be a real
I think what this game may do is it pushes Gordon to the 4, where he primarily played mostly the 3 last season. Then again, Baruch did go with a lot of small lineups last year with Minnick, with Nicholson.
If I'm Coach Fareed, I'm going to use Gordon every which way possible because he could be that guy.
Now it's Eberle. Ball swung around the perimeter. Schulz on the far side. Eberle has it up top. Doesn't take the pick from Schulz. Into the lane against Coppin. Hard off the glass. No good. And Coppin soars for the rebound.
I like the hands and feet movement of the Bearcats. Very quick. They're playing with a purpose.
And Adebayo right into the lane. He's quickly double-teamed, looking for options. Now he's working on Eberle. Cross-court pass. Cole Bailey near side. Inside to Coppin. Going against Kim. Trying to find an option. Has Gordon here on the near side. 10 to shoot. Gordon working in the post. Going up. Ooh, can't get that one to go. Rolls all the way around the rim, and Kim comes down with the rebound for Chapman. They're quickly to push the other way. Schulz on the far side into the lane. He'll pull it back, and now it's up to near side over here to Billings. Swung into the corner. It's Eberle. Billings up top. Thinks about the shot. He'll pull over the outstretched hands of Douvres. Shot no good. Coppin soaring for the rebound. He can't save it. It goes out of bounds. Ooh, he hits the deck into some barricade, and he gets up. He's good to go.
Now, David Coppin, because he's so athletic, is going to be very active and productive down low. And offensively, Baruch is kind of stagnant. I'd like to see more movement and obviously play off the screens.
Eberle, mid-range jumper, no good. Joe, to your point there, Coppin listed at 6'3", but because of his athleticism, probably plays closer to 6'5", 6'6".
Oh, he's very versatile.
Adebayo right into the lane. His shot blocked. Coppin on the rebound. Ooh, gets fouled on the way up. Shot no good. And this time he'll go to the line.
Coppin is such a valuable player on both sides of the ball. I mean, defensively and offensively. Now, I would like to see Peter Douvres active. He's a great shooter. Really, really talented, real traditional two-guard. He can bang it from anywhere on the court, but I don't see him involved.
I will say, Joe, it looks like Baruch getting to the basket a little bit more here in the early going than we were probably accustomed to last season.
But he's got guys that they're running backs, if you will. Okay, if you're going to use a football analogy, these guys put their head down, they can go. But again, you got to finish. They're going to get there, mind you. Got to finish.
So Williams and Keegan into the game. We're seeing Scholes come out as he's into some early foul trouble. That was his second against Coppin. Williams has it now.
Chapman's got a lot of people on the bench.
Actually, check that. That's Mansour, not Keegan, here on the near side, but straight away from Billings, and he knocks that one down.
Now,
you can't leave him open there, Joe.
But you know what? The hand was in his face. That's a good shot. We will say that. I like the movement of Baruch. I like the hands and feet.
Billings, leading scorer for Chapman here in the early part of the season, averaging 17.5 points in only 25 minutes of action, so he's efficient, Joe. Now Gordon working on side against Mansour. Has a little bit of size there. Gives it outside to Adebayo.
Well, he's a running back. He likes to put it on the ground.
Adebayo, floater over in the lane.
Yeah.
Over the outstretched hands of Mansour.
He's going to be a problem.
Keegan gets
he's
it to go.
Going to be a problem in CUNY. People are going to have to match up. He's got the size and length, and he puts it on the floor.
Far side three, shot no good. Ball batted out. Billings, he's quick to pull again. Ooh, around halfway down and out, and Douvres on the rebound for the Bearcats.
Douvres, one of my key players. He's very quiet, but I think he's a quiet assassin. Could be.
Adebayo, hook shot, no good. Ball's batted loose by Coppin. It's into the hands of back to the Bearcats. Adebayo, pump fake into the lane. Loses the ball going up.
David, count how many times Adebayo's gotten to the basket. I mean, that's got to make you feel good about a really great option. Now, we got to have other options.
Also, 6'7". He's been really playing point guard for most of the time on the floor as well.
Well, he's got a guard mentality. There's no doubt. Now, Mano in the game for Baruch is a very intelligent player. He helps you without getting into the scoring column. And I want to see a lot of screens and really free up these shooters that Baruch can feature.
Loose ball there. Oh, they're going to call a foul there. It's going to be on Sun had a hand. I think Gordon may have had a hand in there as well. We'll see who that's on in just a moment. That's going to be Gordon's first.
You know what, David? Excuse me for having a fantasy here, but Cooper Flagg and Gordon, we could have a Cooper Flagg kind of player in Gordon. That's how high I am on him as a player.
So ball swung around the perimeter here on the near side to Farrington.
Good defense. They held their ground.
Three ball out by Mansour, no good, and it's going to be a Bearcat rebound with Gordon as it'll be Douvres bringing up the ball here into the front court.
Hey, listen, Baruch is playing defense.
Gordon behind the back dribble into the lane. Can't finish over Farrington with the left hand. It'll be Chapman quickly the other way with it into the front court.
Gordon has a case. There was contact. Okay, good switching.
So Kim now has it on the far side. Baruch playing some ferocious defense here. Now near side three. And he gets that one to go. That was number 5, Luke Farrington, his first bucket of the afternoon.
Yeah, you got to close out on him better. But defensively, I feel the body language for the Bearcats.
So Sun has it, looking for options, gives it to Adebayo on the far side. Spin move into the lane. Ooh, almost gets that knocked away. Tough defense there by Mansour. Chapman struggling to get back in defensive position. 3 there on the far side by Gordon is good. And Baruch have a 3-point lead, 11-8 coming in on. Oh, an errant pass there as Mansour was trying to hit Bernardo, who didn't turn around. Inside, Gordon can't finish at the rim, and Farrington comes away with the rebound for Chapman.
Douvres gave it to the right guy, but David, I don't mean to be repetitious, but we got to finish.
And shot there, no good. I think that was Kim on the inside with the right hand, and it's Adebayo who comes away with it. He's going to try to go coast to coast, and he gets fouled on the way up.
What a great crossover dribble in between the defender.
Number 21, Alex Kim, his second.
Now, somebody for the Bearcats is going to have to emerge as a floor leader for distribution of the ball because, we got great shooters in the corner on the wing, but I'm not seeing the point guard emergence. Now, we've been lucky to have a lot of point guards throughout these past 4 years here that could distribute.
Number 24, Bill Jack, check to the Panthers line.
Douvres leading assist man right now, about 3.5 per game here in the early part of the season. As Adebayo knocks it down. Baruch lead by 5, 13-8, coming in on 7 minutes gone here in the first.
Adebayo, Coppin, and Gordon are going to have a running back mentality. They're going to put the ball on the floor and go.
Baruch playing some standing defense here. Looking for options. Ball swung around the perimeter. A little inside-out game here from
Good
Billings
help by
and Everly.
Adebayo.
And now Sun the other way into the lane. Looking for options. Double go right into the lane. Can't finish with the right hand. Adebayo on the rebound. He can't finish with the layup. And it's going to be Chapman who rips down the board.
Well, points in the paint is something that I'm going to talk about a lot this year because it's really going to be the defining factors.
Billings looking for options. Finds Farrington. Near side wide open 3. His hair flew by. Rebounded there by Ideer.
Mano's going to do a lot for this team that is not going to get, recognition this year.
Hare thinks about the shot. Swings it to Adebayo. Ball around the perimeter. It's Bailey on the far side into the lane. He's double teamed quickly on the baseline. Looking for options. Sun over to Adebayo. They got 10 to shoot. I pick from Ideer. Adebayo working on 2 defenders now. It's going to be Heberly one-on-one with Adebayo. Adebayo into the lane. Spin move, and he's able to get the tough shot to go. Timeout, Bearcats. 15-8, Baruch lead. But right now, really, it's been Adebayo as he's leading all scorers here in the early going. He has 8.
David, Chapman does not have an answer for Adebayo. Okay, that's number 1. If Baruch stays with this offensive flow, I would like to see more penetrating kick because that's what they're good at. You put these guys in the corner at the wing, but you got to be real quick. You got to penetrate kick. Right now, as you can see, there's a lot of like outward, and then they stop their dribble, and that's where you get the defensive set. So I would like to see Chapman not set and Baruch take advantage of that.
Yeah, Baruch kind of letting them settle in their defense when they pick up the dribble.
Right. It's not going to be a good formula. But defensively, I like the hands and feet, and Baruch is being in the right place defensively. Don't forget, Chapman only has 8 points as we near the midway point here in the first half.
Solid defense here from the Bearcats in the early going. Chapman only shooting 23% from the field.
Right, there's good help. Watch the help. I love the feet.
So now it's Heberly into the lane, inside out, Billings near side 3, and he gets that to go, and that's the guy you can't leave open, Joe.
Right. Well, I don't like it that he sets his feet. You got to take away that setting of the feet. Well, this is the in-game adjustment coach is going to have to make, as Alisi was a master of.
Billings all over Sun as he's able to get away. Now it's Adebayo up top, crossover move. Ooh, he loses it, but leaves it behind, and it's Sun to run it down here on the near side. 6 to shoot, though, for the Bearcats. They got to make a move. Sun pull up 3. That's going to be way off to the left. Rebounded here by Chapman. Baruch kind of forced into a shot there. Ooh, nice play there by Adebayo in transition to break up what would have been an easy layup. Cross-court pass from Hare to Bailey, and it's going to stay right there in front of the Chapman bench with Baruch's ball.
By the way, Hare could be a good point guard. I think he has the makings of it. This is his party to show what he can do today.
Daniel Hare, freshman from Toronto, Ontario, playing in his home opener here for
You know
Baruch.
what? There's a lot of Toronto presence. We got a lot of guys on the baseball team from Toronto. I'm not happy because when I wear my Yankee hat, I get dirty looks.
Now Hare on the near side. Chapman playing 2-3. Ball really sticking, though, right now, Joe. Gordon straight on three. Ooh, around and out. No good.
Why are the referees not calling that? That's contact.
Now Keegan into the lane. Out. Mansour on the near side. Over to Heberly. Heberly into the lane. Working against Sun. Has a little bit of size mismatch there. And able to execute at the basket.
Sun gave him a free pass. This is not a Monopoly game.
Yeah, but that's also tough, Joe, right? Like Heberly put 6'3" against Brandon Sun at 5'9". You're giving up 6 inches.
To your point, he gave up. Like he kind of just opened it. I'll let him get it. We need a weak side help to come over.
That shouldn't be on Sun right there. Yeah, I agree.
Right.
Gordon inside now on the baseline. Bounce pass. Sun, ball swung around the perimeter to Hare. Hare's going to pull a three. He can't get that one to go. Coppin soars for the rebound, but it's going to be Heberly who comes away with it for Chapman. Now to Billings on the far side. He'll bring it into the front court, working against Bailey, excuse me.
Well, he wants to set his feet.
Ooh, Billings drawing some contact, and they're going to say it's on Bailey there, and he just got into the body there. Nice play there by Billings.
I don't fault Bailey because he's playing really hard, and that's going to happen. That's not an intentional foul. He's playing hard. Now, Chapman continues to add to their size advantage, if you will. Baruch again. If they continue to play like they are, I don't think the size advantage will be a problem.
Very interesting. It's almost like Chapman hasn't leaned into the size mismatch that they could potentially have. Like we see Williams now coming off the floor. But right now, leading scorer for Chapman is their leading scorer, but he's a 5'8" guard.
To your point, if you got a good point guard and you got a guy in the block, just feed him all day.
As Gospich can't get that one to go. He's just checked into the game again. Another guy, Joe, 6'7", sophomore. Just right on cue almost.
Oh, yeah.
Feeding him inside as Douvres now gets inside. Floater, no good. Nice play there by Coppin to box out. Shot, no good. He's fighting for his own rebound. Nope, it's going to be Mansour who comes down with it. And now it's quickly Keegan into the front court.
Those were makeable shots.
Heberly opens on the far side wing. Shot no good, but Mansour able to soar in over the outstretched arms of Hare and lay it in off the glass.
Well, Mansour looks like a really active player, so Baruch is going to have to identify that.
Athletic type, Joe.
Right. But you know what? Look at him. He's moving his hands, moving his feet.
And clearly, freshman coach Fareed trusts him already.
Well, this is auditions for Coach Fareed in this official first game.
Well, Hare's been averaging 12 minutes a game so far here in the early going, so getting some time. We'll see how he's utilized tonight as a straight-on three there by Gordon. No good. Shot clock was running down, and we're tied at 15. 8.5 to go here in the first. Heberly outside to Billings. Billings has been active tonight.
Well, they can't let Billings set his feet. Keep him moving. It's not going to hurt you. See? Well, that was a good step back. Okay, I'll give him that.
Shot couldn't go, though. But, Joe, I think you're okay with it. He's taking 24-foot threes. You're okay with that. As Bailey gets that stripped on the way through, and he'll stay with Baruch underneath.
Well, can enhance his probability to make a shot if he gets comfortable setting his feet. If Baruch can keep them off balance, you're going to get, off-balance shot attempts. But right now, offensively, the Bearcats are searching for the formula to get things done. Again, they've missed a lot of gimmies underneath. And Coach Fareed is trying to figure out what's going to work and what doesn't work here in the first half.
Ooh, almost a dangerous inbounds. Douvres pulls straight on three. Can't get that one to go just a bit short. And
that's
it's
his
going to go back
thing.
to the Bearcat. It's going to go back to Chapman off the Bearcats last.
Douvres, he's the J.J. Redick of Baruch. Let's look at it that way. Okay, a lot of screens, but Baruch has got to move their feet, look for deflections.
And Bernardo shot no good on the inside. as T.J. O'Brien has checked in for Chapman as well. First action tonight as Adebayo right into the lane. Offensive foul on Adebayo.
David, you can't go where there's no opening, okay? He's got to kick. As soon as they converge on him, he's got to get the ball because that's a turnover.
Gospitch sets the pick. O'Brien, ball swung around the perimeter. Heberly.
They don't call turnovers anymore. Guys are turning it over left and right.
Now Hare, now the other way for the Bearcats. Into the front court, near side wing. Looking for options, gives it off to Adebayo. Crossover move, Adebayo into the lane, kicks it out, trying to find, I believe it was, Douvres on the near side, tipped out of bounds, and will stay with Baruch underneath.
Baruch's offensive attack is 2 up. They got to penetrate. Now, how do you penetrate? Got to, dribble, kick, screen.
Ooh, nice play there from inside to Gordon, He hits the deck, but able to lay it in.
Gordon is going to have to emerge, David, right now.
O'Brien, wide open path into the lane. He can't finish with the English with the right hand, and it's going to be Coppin coming down with the rebound. Douvres into the front court.
Again, that was a breakdown defensively.
Douvres trying to find Coppin inside. Bit of a forced pass there. And it's Heberly the other way going against Sun, who's able to finish with the left hand. And timeout for Chapman and Coach Krikorian as he wants to talk things over.
So, David, what's happening is the non-point guard for the Bearcats is showing itself. See, guys are trying to penetrate where a real point guard that, we've had in the past is not there to distribute. So we're all kind of out there confused because we almost like they feel out of position. Like, hey, I'm the shooter, but why am I looking to pass? Somebody's got to set the table.
Good thing, though, is I guess that means that there's a job open for someone to take, so who's going to step up and grab it?
Right. Well, that's I thought Hare could possibly what I saw in practice, but practice is not a game. And I'm going to tell you something, that Gordon is almost capable of playing every position on the court. Yeah, he can bring it up. He makes good passes, and then he just, goes about his business offensively.
So Reynoso has checked into the game for Baruch.
He's a good player. He looks the part, but he's got to be a post player. I think he can put the ball on the floor.
He's calling for it underneath, but finds Reynoso. Reynoso goes into a body, though. I believe that was Barrington for Chapman, and he comes away with it.
Baruch has received the ball, but they can't do anything with it when it's in low.
Billings going coast to coast right there and able to lay it in.
Well, that was another present for the visitors from California.
Gordon now into the lane looking for options. Trying to find his position. Can't get that one to go a bit short.
But that was a makeable shot. He got everything but make.
Nice finish there by number 22. That's going to be Julian Gospitch, the 6'7" sophomore, laying it in.
Now, David, what's happening is psychologically, Baruch's offense is being affected by the defense and vice versa. They're not comfortable.
Douvres working, on a couple players there, but it's going to be Mansour who comes away with the steal. Mansour lays it in. Nope, no good. But he's fouled on the way up.
Well, that was a late call. That was a late call. The Bearcats' body language now is they look confused, and I can understand that. Now, who's the leader on this team? This is where you need that leader, that Nicholson, somebody to step up and say, guys, we're okay. We're at home. It's the first game. Let's have confidence in ourselves.
So Bailey and Hare back into the game for Baruch.
I want Gordon to be very vocal in getting his guys into the right frame of mind.
Joe Jack checking into the game for the first time for Chapman.
Well, that's a great, is it J-A-C-K? That's a great name. Sounds like a country singer.
Now Gordon here on the near side wing, under 5 minutes remaining here in the first. Douvres now gives it, Gordon gives it off to Adebayo. Adebayo crossover move. Spins in the lane, loses it, but Bailey comes away with it. Gordon now has it on the far side. And once again, Baruch getting pretty far into the shot clock. Gordon going into the lane. He gets stripped on the way up. And it's going to be Jack who comes away with it for Chapman. Gives it over to Billings on the far side, who brings it across the timeline. Now he's going to go right to the lane past Hare and lays it in over the outstretched arm of Gordon. And Coach Fareed wants to talk things over. 4:29. Bit of a 10-2 run here for Chapman.
David, Baruch's body language is showing frustration. They feel they're frustrated. They can't get it done. They're not effective because Chapman's defense is converging, and they don't have a second option.
I think correct me if I'm wrong, Joe, but a lot of ISO ball here for the Bearcats also.
Right, because there's not that point guard again.
Yeah.
Right, there's not the guy setting the table. So, again, this is the first game. We're good. We just have to figure out, again, what works and what doesn't. Now, if we don't have that classic point guard, the decision is, do you put Gordon up, let him do that, be the point forward or whatever, and then he goes. But Baruch has got to be ready to adapt and adjust. Okay, you brought the ball up, go. How can you do things effectively now? But again, I mentioned to you, we got to be great points in the paint offensively, and we understand all of Chapman's baskets really have been layups, broken plays, a couple of threes, but it's not raining threes.
No, I think what you're frustrated if you're Coach Fareed is just really some of these open layups that Billings especially has gotten in the last 2 to 3 minutes.
You got to make those because it starts to become a problem.
Snowballs.
Exactly, yeah, I like that word. But I don't want snow outside. Don't even bring that up here. I'm going to Miami. First chance.
So it'll be Hare to walk things up. Chapman setting up in the full court press, and now they're playing a little man-to-man. A bit of a different look here, Joe, from Chapman.
Right, but we're still too high. We're still too high.
And they're getting deep in the Adebayo is going to pull a three on the near side. Shot no good. Bailey on the rebound trying to force his way through, and he gets the reverse layup to go.
I still look to get Gordon in the post or Adebayo in the post and work from there.
And Hare comes away with the steal. Now Adebayo, crossover move. Goes right into the lane, right hand, can't finish, shot no good. It's going to be Gospich on the rebound.
David, that was a makeable shot. He did everything but finish. That's it. He's getting to the basket.
Ooh, dangerous pass there. Joe Jack comes down with it. Now to Billings up top, 3 ball on the far side. Keegan, and he gets that one to go.
Well, we haven't heard from Keegan, but now we have. David, he set his feet. You're giving him another present.
Hare, who thinks about the shot, had to look actually. Now to Bailey, over to Hare. Takes the pick from Bailey, goes left. Floater in the lane, shot no good. Ball batted around into the hands of Chapman.
Oh, that was a good, position
look
for Hare.
Yeah.
I do believe, you have those first home game nervous butterflies by some of these younger players.
Into the lane is Mansour. Shot no good. Gets his own rebound. Can't finish again. Ball batted out to Billings, though. And they get a fresh. Chapman gets a fresh 20. 3 ball from Gospich on the far side. No good. And now Keegan battling for the rebound with Bailey. Bailey comes away with it as Keegan hits the deck. And it'll be Hare to bring it up for the Bearcats.
Well, Baruch is fighting hard defensively.
Ooh,
good play.
Nice find by Adebayo underneath to Coppin.
I said after I watched practices, David, that Coppin was going to be kind of the wild card because he brings so much athleticism and he can score from a lot of levels. Let's see if he can emerge in this game as Baruch looks for answers.
Coppin knocks down the first.
Number 11,
Remember, David, this game is an audition for players on Coach Fareed's team.
And Coppin no good on the second as Jack comes down with the rebound.
Well, with 2:20 and 28-20 favored Chapman, a lot of things to talk about for Coach Fareed at halftime.
Ball moving around the perimeter here.
I'd like
It's over to Eberle.
Like to see Baruch go into the locker room, obviously under 10 deficit.
Ooh, Aaron, 3 there, no good. Ball saved on the far side there by, I believe it was Kojikaru. And 3 there. Nope, that's going to be a shot clock violation. Shot won't count. And it's going to be Baruch ball going the other way with 1 minute and 53 seconds here in the first half. Baruch trail 28-20.
David, I see in this first half potentially a very good defensive team for Baruch moving forward. I like the switching. I like the hands, feet. I want to see a lot of deflections in the paint.
Yeah, Joe, I mean, I feel like if you're from the defensive point of view, you're not upset if you're Coach Fareed. It's how do we get the offense going?
Right.
28 points, that's going to be net out of 56 for the game. And how's there no whistle there? Refs eating their whistle tonight. As it'll be Kojikaru now to bring it into the front court for Chapman. Over to Eberle up top. Gordon out on him. Crossover move. Kojikaru into the lane. Kicks it out near side to Jack. Eberle has it. Working on the wing. Ball's being moved. Jack straight on 3, and he gets that one to go.
Well, again, uncontested. Baruch has been hurt by that same kind of three-point situation that Chapman has converted.
So Adebayo has it now. Under a minute left here in the first. Ooh, nice find there to Coppin. Easy lay. Maybe Adebayo's that guy, Joe. I've seen it a few times on the last couple possessions.
Well,
really able to dish.
He's above average. Now, that can't happen. See, you get caught sleeping, and I think these guys had their 8 hours. They should be up.
They just got caught in transition there as Gordon has it up top. Over to Adebayo on the near side, looking for help. Nice find there, Adebayo, far side 3 from Gordon. He knocks it down. Adebayo, in just the last few possessions there, Joe, should have 3 or 4 assists.
Well, you know what? He's a point forward. He really is. He checks all the boxes as a ball player, and I think going forward, we're going to hear a lot about him.
So 2 seconds to shoot. 1, Kojikaru, his shot blocked by Douvres, no good. And the shot from Williams will not count. So at the end of the first half, Chapman 33, Baruch 25, Joe, and really tale of two ends of the floor, really. I mean, it was 15-15 at one point, and then really just been an 18-10 run here in the second half of the first half for Chapman.
David, I saw enough practices this season, and I see what Baruch, where they're good and where they're not. And, again, points in the paint, I really think defensive and offensively that's going to be a key. I like the Baruch's defense. They weren't hurt by the three-pointer, but the Chapman's three-point is great timing because they upped this lead to 33-25. But offensively, David, you have to admit that there is confusion and leading to frustration.
Yeah, a little bit maybe on the floor also from the side of Adebayo as well. We saw that a little bit. But on the other hand, we've also seen him kind of calling out the offense and making people move.
He's a running back that really is looking for that 2, 1, 3, 5, 4, 6 hole, but they're not there. And, in football you can bounce it out to the outside. But in this case, Chapman's doing a good job of, putting up a fence. In the second half, what does Baruch do if these guys want to put the ball on the floor and go? How are they going to have a second option? And how that second option is, guys like Douvres and Hare, they're going to have to line themselves to get the ball and shoot. Because it's just going to be the same problem in the second half if you don't have that counter once they bottle up underneath.
be able to kick it out. Not a lot of inside-outside ball. Seen a bunch of ISO too, Joe. Wasn't really expecting that here in the early going. Don't know if that's necessarily what Chapman's trying to do or a sign of what Baruch's really doing on the offensive end.
Chapman is good, really good bottling up. I keep using that term. Baruch's going to have to find an answer when the traffic gets, tough. What's your second option? We didn't see a second option. We saw like a panic. But again, I'm so high on what Gordon brings to the table, and obviously Adebayo. How do we now make them forces in the second half? We really didn't see much bench from Coach Fareed. We saw Mano, right? We saw Hare.
Son, Reynoso.
Right.
Yeah.
Nothing really from them. So what do you think going into the second half, in your opinion? You know me. I'm the points in the paint guy, penetrating kick.
Yeah, I think for Baruch, really get away from the ISO ball. I feel like there's been a lot of, head down, take it to the basket, not looking to kick out. Liked what I've seen with Adebayo with the ball in his hands here late in the first half. Really, he found Gordon for the three on the far side. He found Coppin twice, once where he was fouled and once where he made the easy layup. He has 3 assists right now. He could probably easily have 5 or 6. So I think, maybe trying to get him in the ball. And I think when he has the ball, though, he has to get away from the bull rush the basket mentality. And I think that's what he did towards the end of the first half.
He's got a great crossover that gets him. But then all of a sudden, he doesn't finish. Now again,
but he's also being forced into some hard shots where I think he could, if he passed out of them or look for options, which I think he did towards the end of the first half. And Baruch had some great success.
Well, I know from teams I've been around in the past, one particular team almost had the chance to upset a Big East team. They just didn't finish. I think the coach years later is still pulling whatever hair he has left on his head because, oh my goodness, we could have upset a Big East team, but we didn't finish. Now, finishing is really, you think, like, what is this guy talking about? But at the end of the day, if you sit home on a piece of paper, keep track of, points in the paint, it's usually going to determine who wins and loses in a game. That's really what it comes down to. So hopefully this second half, Baruch got the butterflies out. Now second half, come out with a vengeance and send Chapman back to California. Nice to see you. And now let's focus on the season. But again, this is a new, and I think it's going to be great. It's going to be great. Tamara Fareed administration here. And, I can't wait to see the girls play on Wednesday, women's basketball, see how we move forward from Mia Castillo, who's playing pro ball in Puerto Rico. We were blessed to watch her so many years. So we have to see what the new look is. David, while we have a minute, if I can say, since I last saw everybody in Baruch Nation, I had the honor of starring in a movie called Mark of a Mayor, where I play the mayor of New York. So if everybody can catch that Mark of a Mayor trailer on YouTube, this is your movie. It's a New York movie. So, David, in the second half, wondering if Coach Fareed is going to use his bench more. How far into the bench is he going to go? And what changes he makes as we speak in the locker room?
Yeah, we'll come back to preview the second half in about 7 minutes, and we'll step aside. You're watching Baruch Basketball on YouTube channel, Baruch Bearcats Broadcasting. And welcome back to the home opener for your Baruch College Bearcats. Baruch trailing by 8, 33-25 here against the Chapman Panthers, coming in from California. Baruch looking to turn things around after a inconsistent, I would say, first half for the Bearcats.
Yeah, little bit of soul searching, trying to figure things out. But listen, it's the first game. We want to take the high road here, and I think we'll be okay. Now, remember, Chapman's pretty good. Let's give him credit. So this is a formidable opponent for the Bearcats.
So we are moments away from tip here for the second half. Billings leading all scorers in the first half. He had 12. Baruch was led by Jack Gordon, who had 10. It'll be Baruch's ball to start things off here in the second half. It'll be Adebayo, Coppin, Douvres, Bailey, and Gordon for the Bearcats.
Now, Bailey's a very high-energy guy.
Coppin into the lane, strong, can't finish. Ball batted out. Gordon chases it down at the Bearcat symbol, and it would be a fresh 20 for Baruch. Inside to Adebayo. He gets it on top of the key, working on Bernardo there. That's going to be a loose ball. It's going to go off Scholl's last, and it'll go back to the Bearcats right underneath with 10 to shoot.
Now, Adebayo is getting locked up, and he's simply going to have to distribute. So one of his teammates is going to have to scream bloody murder, hey, give me the ball, and, let's get an offensive possession that actually works out.
Straight on three there off glass. Adebayo, no good. Rebounded there by Coppin underneath. He can't get that one to go a little too strong off the glass. And rebounded by Williams the other way for Chapman. Now it's over to Heberly. Near side to Bernardo. Right into the lane. Scholes kicks it out. Heberly, pull up three off left iron. No good. It's going to go out of bounds in to the Chapman bench. It'll go back to Baruch.
Well, that was a great possession defensively by the Bearcats. They did everything right, including the missed shot by Chapman. Now, offensively, we're not worried about Baruch defensively. Offensively, we're looking for people and things to emerge.
Inside to Adebayo. Floater in the lane, too strong. Ball batted around, and it'll be into the hands of Chapman. Billings into the front court. Yeah, Joe, to your point, really, what can they get going offensively outside of the ISO ball that we saw in the first half, as there was a three ball straight on there by Heberly, who knocks it down.
Well, he had time to have a cup of coffee and a piece of cake with that one, David. Too open. Coach Fareed I'm not so sure he's upset about that shot. I think he wants to say that the tendencies from the first half are carrying over where there's no offensive flow. We feel that. You and Baruch Nation feel that the same way. So how are we going to adapt and adjust here? I'm telling you, Coppin is a real weapon. Gordon's a weapon. Forgetting about Adebayo, how can we take advantage of them?
And yeah, Joe, I think Coach Fareed understands the importance of this first five coming out of the halftime break. Already taking a timeout, minute and 20 in, not liking what he sees his hair now into the game.
This can get away easily. That's how games are, right? Now, Olisi was a great in-game coach. We kept mentioning it over the years. He found a way using his bench, using defensive moves, offensive moves. We don't want to compare the two.
Hare almost might have gotten away with the travel there now as Douvres working on the post on the near side. Swings it far side. Gordon looking for options. Not a lot of movement here for the Bearcats. Now Gordon trying to get into the lane. Peels back. Looking for options. Ball still flat. 5-4 to shoot. Douvres has to pull. Deep three around and out. No good. Williams comes away with the rebound for Chapman.
Well, David, credit Chapman's defense. They're not giving anything to the Bearcats.
Now Heberly into the lane, kicks it out near side to Bernardo. Ball loose on the deck. Ooh, nice diving play there by Bailey, but now Baruch may be out of position. Bailey stumbles on his way back. Scholes now to Heberly on the far side. He pulls up a three, shot short, no good. Scholes soars for the rebound, tries to save it, doesn't though, into the waiting hands of Hare as it went through the hands of, I believe it was Bernardo here on the near side. Now it's a three there from Douvres and a big shot there for the Bearcats.
That's what he could do, but Baruch should have taken advantage because Chapman wasn't set. If Adebayo's going to go, that was the time for him to go.
Williams forcing his way inside and able to get to the glass and lay it in.
Well, Williams looks the part and could be a problem. David, I think that the remedy here is that Baruch has to push the ball before Chapman can set. They're running into problems when Chapman can set on defense. Going to have to take the ball out quickly and push.
Yeah, it's been there. They haven't had too many opportunities, though, where Chapman hasn't been in a good defensive set here in the first half and 3 minutes.
Chapman is moving their feet. They're moving their hands. They're doubling. They're just taking away any openings for the Bearcats.
Coppin inside, can't finish. Working against Williams, and you mentioned him before. The true five here for Chapman is now it's Billings into the lane. Keegan into the game, gives it over to Heberly. Now Keegan, he'll pull up a three. Bailey closes out, shot no good. Ball batted around, loose into the hands of Douvres. Now Douvres into the front court and gives it over to Bailey. Crossover move, back out to Douvres. Douvres into the lane, near side. Hare pulls up three. He gets that one to go.
Great
nice
possession.
Ball movement by the Bearcats.
Great possession because they were not set, Chapman, and Baruch made the right passes. Hare could make that shot.
And now Billings straight on three. Barely grazes iron, and it's Gordon on the rebound, and Hare's going to push.
I got a good feeling about Hare.
Ooh, nice move there. Douvres back door. He gets the floater to go. Good find there by Gordon, and just like that, it's a 5-point game.
That's what Gordon gives you. He can be the point forward. He can be anything on the court. This is a 5-point lead by Chapman. Baruch, the momentum is turning over to the Bearcats. They have to take advantage.
Ooh, nice pick and roll there by Billings and Williams. It's going to be a jump ball, though. Great defense there, and it'll stay with Chapman,
right?
But only 7 to shoot.
So we've seen Douvres now emerge. He could do a lot of things. Great player from Cardozo. We want to shout out Baruch legend Nick McNichol on the stands. Great man.
Ooh, Heberly almost got an and one there. Let's see who that's going to be on. Yep, that's going to be on Gordon. It's going to be his second.
Alex, Rena, Carmelo, our great loyal fans in the stands. The parents of the players.
And Everly knocks down the second, so it's a 7-point game here. A little bit more than 4 minutes gone here in the second half.
Well, it's a different feeling for the Bearcats in the second half, where 5 minutes into the second half, but I see different body language and I see a different mentality.
Hare now looking for options, pulls back. Douvres. Crossover move, far side Sun into the baseline. Gives it outside to Douvres. Douvres inside, can't finish. Ball batted loose off Coppin last, and it's going to go back to Chapman.
I think Douvres has to settle for a shot that he's passing up. He's got a nice hard dribble that can create a shot opportunity for himself, but he's given that up.
Now Heberly crossover. Gives it over to Mansour. Had a good first half. Heberly has it. Takes the pick from Barrington. Heberly into the lane. Floater with the right hand is good, and it's back to a 9-point game.
Now, if Baruch had a traditional shot blocker, that would have been a blocked shot. Coppin, really didn't attempt to block that.
Gordon now into Coppin. He gets fouled on the way up, shot no good, but he'll go to the line once again to shoot two.
Well, that's not a bad play. Coppin have any opportunity to make that. But again, we just, I'm telling you, if Coach Fareed could have a practice tonight after the game, just finish at the basket.
And Coppin knocks down the first.
Number 10, Joe Keegan, steps to the Panthers lineup, replacing number 20 for the Mansour.
So Keegan in for Mansour on the Chapman side.
Well, at the beginning of this second half, David, Chapman has not hurt the Bearcats with the 3-ball. So that's a good thing.
So Adebayo now in for Coppin. 42-35, a little more than 5 minutes gone here in the second half. Baruch had it as close as 5 at one point here in the second half. As, too easy right there from Heberly right into the lane to lay it in with the right hand.
Baruch has got to keep their hands moving as the guy's making his way, try and slap the ball out of his hand. He's getting a free pass again. Baruch likes that baseline cut.
So now Sun has it on the far side. Adebayo in the post. Turns on Scholes. Too many steps, and it's going to go back to Chapman.
Now, in the future, Adebayo's going to realize that's not going to work for him. The defense is on him. Somebody's got to call for the ball. Probably would have had a shot at the elbow.
The ball swung around the perimeter. Farrington straight on three. He had the space. Shot no good. And it's going to be Gospich to get the rebound and lay it back in on the weak side.
Yeah, not a lot of defense there by the Bearcats. You know, even though this Chapman team is so-called ranked or highly rated, Baruch has had enough opportunities to feel good about themselves in getting to the basket.
And Sun knocks down the first. So Bailey back into the game. As Sun knocks down 2 of 2, it's back to 9.
Well, it's right there for the Bearcats to get back in this game. And Bailey's a high-energy guy. Hopefully that'll pay off. They got to stick to their defense plan. It's been working.
Gospich straight on three. Nice rebound there by Sun. Trying to find Adebayo ahead of the pack. Good recovery defense there by Gospich. And it'll stay with the Bearcats, but Gospich, nice hustle there to get back in transition.
Sun's given Coach Fareed some good minutes when he's been in there.
And he'll inbound, looking for options. Finds Gordon on the far side. He'll pull up from the corner. He gets that one to go. A big shot there, and it's back to 6.
Well, Gordon, like I said, can score from all levels, and he's got to be a big factor as we move forward.
Now Gospich trying to go inside. Too easy there against Gordon. Able to force his way to the basket.
Well, I think if Baruch has active hands, they'll just nullify it. Take the ball out of his hand before he can get to the basket.
Douvres near side three. He gets that one to go. Big shot there by Douvres.
The J.J. Redick of Division III.
It's going to be a jump ball, and it's going to go back to the Bearcats. So once again, a nice forced turnover there from Baruch and really stealing some extra possessions here in the second half.
Right. You know, as I watched this game unfold, Douvres started out kind of irrelevant. Now he's relevant. in what he can do.
So now Sun working against Billings. Brings it up. Hard pick there by Adebayo. Adebayo, they're going to call offensive foul. And that's a poor call.
Yeah, Adebayo is this is like a football guy playing on a basketball court. He's a running. He's like, Henry. Derrick Henry on the basketball court here.
I think he just has to make sure he doesn't get too frustrated, though, with some of these lack of or maybe the whistle not going his way. As it's Keegan now. Inside out, nice ball movement. Heberly, far side three. Shot no good. Off the back shot clock, and that's going to go back to the Bearcats.
Well, the defense for the Bearcats, again, has been consistent, and I'm really impressed by that because Chapman is a good team. This is a critical point, David. 48-43. Baruch knocking at the door. Opportunity right now to get into a momentum situation. Good
nice
pass.
find there by Sun. Adebayo, easy layup. Nice pick and roll.
Now,
and Baruch on an 8-0 run here, Joe.
Sun with a big-time play.
We received some of those tweaks here in the second half from Coach Fareed. First, early on, bringing in Hare for Adebayo, and now Adebayo in with Sun, having some nice minutes. As Billings into the lane, they're going to call a foul there. Foul there is going to be on number 10, Sun, on the arm. So that'll send Billings to the line to shoot two.
I think Coach Fareed has been very effective with his in-game coaching, like Alisi was a master at, putting the right guy in at the right moment. Every time Coach Fareed went to his bench, a positive outcome occurred. Right now, it's a 4-point game. As it looked like Chapman was going to pull away, some things are now working for the Bearcats.
And surprisingly, Joe, I think like the Bearcats have actually almost been at their best when it's been Adebayo or Coppin on the floor, and not the two of them together. We've seen for the majority of the second half here.
Well, they all Gordon, Coppin. I want to do the same thing. That's a traffic jam. Again, this is auditions by Coach Fareed.
And Hare now gives it off to Adebayo, top of the key. Goes against Scholes, right into the lane. Adebayo can't finish, trying to go strong with the left hand.
He did everything but finish.
I feel like he's also waiting for the whistle that's not coming as Heberly into the lane. He's able to finish over the outstretched arm of Gordon.
Well, Gordon never was in front of him, so that was just a broken play.
Douvres bounce pass to Adebayo. Ooh, nice find there. Bailey in the corner. He's got the open look, and he knocks it down. Good find there by Adebayo.
Well, Bailey,
inside out play.
Bailey, the energy guy, if he's going to score, that's great. I think Adebayo may be more effective putting it on the floor from the wing, David.
O'Brien now gives it over to Scholes. Scholes trying to work against Adebayo outside to Billings. Good defense here from the Bearcats. Pick from Scholes. Billings into the lane. Spins, trying to work against Hare. Awkward shot, off rim, no good. And it's going to be, Douvres who comes away with it.
Douvres, he's a big-time player if he asserts himself.
And Adebayo hands it off to Bailey on the far side. Ooh, Hare almost left it behind. Adebayo, 15 seconds on the shot clock.
It's a problem when the ball's in the corner. That's a great move.
Adebayo can't finish with the left hand, but he's fouled on the way through. And it'll send Adebayo to the line to shoot two.
If Adebayo has a game where he finishes, David, you're looking at maybe a 50-point outburst.
Yeah, already in 1 week at Baruch, he has a CUNYAC Player of the Week award. So, he could just continue to build off that.
No, I'm telling you, the guy's the real deal. And Baruch is lucky to have a player like that. I'm telling you that Baruch has guys on the floor that are capable of being big-time players. They just are, if they could just get it going.
And Adebayo's got 12, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, but turnovers also creeping up. He has 4 of those as well. As Bailey will come to the bench and Coppin back into the ballgame. It's a 2-point game here, Joe. Going to be a nice nail biter here for the opening game of the season here at the Arc Arena.
You know what, David? In a game like this, there's no losers.
Scholes, nice pick and roll there between Eberle and Scholes. Shot no good. And it's going to be last off of Bernardo, they're going to say, so it'll go back to the Bearcats with an opportunity to tie things up.
This is where Fareed's toughness is going to come in. 9:04 left. How do you finish?
It's Gordon looking for options. Adebayo at the free throw line. Gordon, ball swung around the perimeter. Well, it looks like Chapman has gone back to the 2-3 zone, which worked so well for them here in the first half.
Now, Gordon's got to be creative.
Nice move there by Adebayo, and he's able to get it to go. And just like that, tall tied up here at 52.
Well, that's what he does.
It was an 8-point lead here in at the end of the first half for Chapman. Baruch have clawed all the way back. Just as I say that, though, it's Scholes on the far side knocking down a corner 3.
Again, he had time to have a cup of coffee and a donut, and Coach Fareed is not going to be happy about that. But what he's happy about is that he feels a different body language from his team, and I think they've gotten the butterflies out. Right now, they're probably comfortable. They're at home. And they are taking the supposedly ranked team. You know, this is an even match, David.
Yeah, and they've really able to change up. Granted, while Chapman is still shooting 47%, Baruch has went from 30% shooting from the field to 50% from the field here in the second half.
If Baruch does what they could do offensively, everybody does what they're capable of, you're going to see a good offensive output. Son, off the bench for Baruch, can shoot. Hare can make shots. Bailey showed that he could make shots. Shot that from the corner. So it's there, but how do you bring it out? How do you bring it out? And this is going to be the ability of Coach Fareed in practice to get these guys to bring it all together. We know what they could do potentially, but he's going to have to make it a reality. And that's going to be his job now as the head coach. I think he's going to be great.
So it'll be Adebayo to inbound. Baruch trail by 3. It'll be Adebayo, Douvres, Hare, Gordon, and Coppin for the Bearcats.
Every possession now, David, because of the clock, is critical for the Bearcats. No wasted possession.
So it's Hare up top, 10 to shoot now, though, getting deep into the shot clock. Now Douvres going to pull a 3. Ooh, around and out, no good. Coppin soars for the rebound. Goes up, can't finish, but he's fouled on the shot. And once again, we'll go to the line to shoot 2. Coppin's been at the free throw line all afternoon.
Well, what I liked about that possession was the reasserted himself. Called for the boys. You know, when he sets his feet, that's a quick shot. He could shoot from anywhere on the court.
And Coppin off on the second.
We haven't even seen Coppin do what he does.
He's got 8 points, 7 rebounds here in the ball game. It is the home opener here on Baruch Bearcats Broadcasting YouTube channel. As straight on 3 from Eberle, wide open, long rebound into the hands of Douvres, up ahead to Gordon.
Gordon's got to go.
He can work on Eberle. Shot blocked as Coppin gets the rebound. Coppin goes in strong, can't finish, gets his own rebound again. He's fouled this time, and he'll go back to the line. A little frustrated at himself, though, I think, not get those layups to go.
Right. But you know what? Baruch pushed it, And that's where they're going to be at their best when they push it and have the advantage offensively, the fact that the defense can set. If Coach Fareed looks at film, if you have Chapman set, that's a problem.
So Coppin with an opportunity to tie the ball game here, 55-54. Baruch trailed us by as much as 11 here in the second half. And we're all tied at 55.
This is where you want to be, David. 7:22 left. You know, Baruch Nation, huddle up, get some food, and enjoy this Sunday in New York.
Scholes has it up top, finds Keegan here on the near side wing. Gives it off to Heberly. Heberly working on Adebayo, now outside to Billings. Billings had a quiet second half after 12 in the first half. Inside out, near side three by Jack is no good, and it's going to be Sun who comes away with the rebound. Ooh, had Coppin leaking out, though, but I like that he didn't play that full court pass there, Joe, and they'll set up on the offensive end.
Every time Sun comes in, good things happen.
Ooh, cross-court pass. Shot blocked, though, is Gordon on a three. Looking for options, ball's loose, and it's going to be Billings over to Heberly in transition, going against Adebayo. That is a terrible call. Terrible call.
Yeah, I don't, the officials have been strange about their calls. Obvious calls they haven't made. And that was a phantom call.
I mean, that he was playing purposely not to foul. He didn't leave his feet. He played it hand straight up.
I sometimes think these coaches have to check their eyesight. I'm sorry, the referees before the season. They have to get their eyes checked because I think sometimes there's a blurriness that comes out.
Beverly misses the first but hits the second. Goes 1 of 2, and it's a 1-point lead for Chapman.
Now, in the final 6:37 of this second half, the toughness that Coach Fareed has really implemented with this team, I think is going to prevail. Okay? It's a rough start, but I think the Baruch Bearcat toughness is going to emerge.
Adebayo now inside. Shot blocked from behind. I think it was Keegan underneath. It was.
Well, they mauled the guy. I don't know how you don't call that.
Ooh, nice find underneath, but the ball's loose. Coppin hits the deck. And it's going to be a jump ball, so it's going to go back to Chapman.
Okay, well, again, Baruch has got to keep their composure. And now defensively, it's a test. Can you hold up defensively? And I'm telling you, if Baruch can push it offensively, we'll be in good shape.
So it'll be Billings to bring it into the front court. Pick there by Gospich. Wide open three from Jack. No one on him. And he's able to knock it down. And that's got to be frustrating if you're Coach Fareed.
Yeah. You know what? You turn the good feelings into you scratch your head now.
Sun high arcing three off back iron. Long rebound out to the three-point line to Billings. Billings looking for options on the offensive end. Goes into the lane. Kicks it out near side. Ball swung around the perimeter. Jack straight on. Shot too strong. No good. Keegan on the rebound. Ball still loose. It's Jack underneath. And it's going to be an offensive foul. Nice play there underneath. That's Sun giving some more hustle there and taking the charge. It'll go back to Baruch. It's a 4-point game. 5:38 remaining here in the home opener for your Baruch College Bearcats.
David, you got to love when these games turn into heavyweight matches. You throw a punch, I throw a punch. And this is Baruch basketball right now.
Ooh, nice inside-out move. Gives it to Bailey. It bounces to the corner, swung around the perimeter. Gordon now has the three. He'll pull. He gets that one to go. And just like that, 59-58. Baruch trailed by a point.
That's great two-man game between Douvres and Gordon.
Nice play there. Ball's loose, taken away. Good defense there by Cole Bailey. Sun comes away with it on the far side.
Now
Adebayo trying to create position. Ball swung on the near side here to Gordon. Now to Douvres. Douvres puts it on the deck, drives baseline, gives it outside to Bailey, and that's going to go. Ooh, I think Baruch may have gotten away with that one. It's going to stay right here with the Bearcats.
Right now, I feel Gordon. I've been feeling Douvres in terms of he woke up in the second half. I like Bailey. I like Sun. So it's right there, David. But you got to make good decisions. But this is the growing pain of a season. You got to grow. You got to make better decisions.
Yeah, and I think that last call here on the out of bounds might have been a makeup call for the previous one. So I think at the end of the day, they got it right. It should be Chapman's ball, but how we got there was a little convoluted.
But I wouldn't want one of these refs to be a pilot on my JetBlue flight.
Or refereeing meaningful basketball in February.
No. It could be a blurriness issue.
Second on Sun. Bearcats 15 now. 2 shots for Trevon Coppin.
Well, the thing, 59-58, 4:33, you don't want to have regrets. Oh, yeah, we could have got that game. You really want to show yourself in the final minutes. It's not what you do at the beginning, but it's how you finish. Alici's teams, I have to compare it, but respectfully, this is, the new Fareed administration. Alici had a way of finishing. We saw game in and game out, pulling a rabbit out of his hat. I know Fareed's going to have his own way of finishing.
And Billings coming to the bench here.
Latest information, schedule, scores, results, videos, breaking news, and more on Baruch College Athletics. Follow us on social media platforms.
So it's going to be a full timeout for Coach Fareed. He wants it right in front of his bench and talk things over. 61-58 Baruch trail. So not a bad time here, Joe, to get the timeout right before
David,
the 4-minute stop.
What do you think is going on in the Baruch huddle? 4:27, 3-point game.
Yeah, I think at this point, drawing up a play to get a secure basket here, keep it close. An easy basket here for the Bearcats. They've played a great second half, like we said, down by 8 at halftime, up to 11 the deficit was. And now really they've crawled all the way back. They haven't taken that lead just yet, but they've tied it up a couple times.
So these are the times when you emerge as a championship or not. Your back's against the wall. You've had a lot of drama. But now you're in a position to win this game. So this is game 1. It's a marathon. What is Coach Fareed going to call up? Again, I like Bailey as a wild card. I like Sun as a wild card. I know the real premier players, Coppin, Adebayo, Gordon, Douvres. We know about them. But you know what won the Dodgers another world championship in baseball? Everybody stepped up. Bottom of the lineup, guys stepped up. Pitching, it was just an ensemble.
So 61-58, Baruch to inbound right in front of us. It's Coppin, it's Adebayo, it's Douvres, it's Bailey, and it's Gordon. Douvres has the ball in his hand, spins into the lane. Looking for options, trying to find an up and under. Ooh, turnover there. Did not want that coming out of the timeout.
There was nothing there. I want Douvres to rise up and take a shot.
Now it's Heberly. Gives it off to Gospich. Farrington over to Heberly now up top. Bailey out on him. Step back jumper from Heberly. Shot short. No good. Bell batted out, though, and waiting hand to Heberly. And it's a fresh 20 for Chapman. Ooh, dangerous pass there. Oh, Bailey just a little overzealous.
Well, Bailey you can't fault because he's playing so hard.
Yeah.
These things happen. It's not an intentional.
They did have a foul to give right there, so that is the 6th team foul for Baruch, as it'll be Mansour to inbound right in front of his own bench. Heberly, 3:50 remaining, takes the pick from Gospich.
There's a huge defensive possession for the Bearcats.
3 on the far side, ball short, out to Adebayo as Heberly's 3 on the far side won't go. And Adebayo now going to run point, bring it into the front court for the Bearcats, drives right in the lane, pulls it back out, circles back into the lane again, left-hand layup, no good. Coppin trying to go up strong, he gets fouled again on the way up, and will go to the line to shoot 2. Coppin about to shoot his 11th and 12th free throws of the afternoon.
I'll tell you, Adebayo is a highlight reel, but he doesn't finish. And you know what? I'm so high on him. I know he could have an exceptional year. So, we've all been there where we do all we can, but we didn't dot the I and cross the T. So it's all good. Very impressive first game for the Bearcats. David, there's no losers in a game like this. This is just a heavyweight fight. And who wins really by the score numbers?
And Sun has checked into the game, getting some late minutes here for Coach Fareed. As Billings back into the game as well for Chapman. Had a quiet second half. Keegan up top. Oh, almost got stripped there by Douvres. Billings trying to go to work. Douvres might have got a hand on it. Doesn't matter, though. Billings knocks that one down.
You know
Nothing
what?
you can do about that, Joe.
No. That's, hey.
He brought his best stuff, and he knocks it down.
Hats off to the offensive player.
Oh. Dangerous pass. Adebayo able to save that, though. Just dipping his toe into the backcourt. He's able to finish with the left hand. Nice move there by Adebayo. It's a 1-point game, 63-62.
There it is. He did everything, and he finished. Right there. It's a 1-point game. Hold on to your
Oh, wow. Billings able to stutter step his way to the basket and finish with the right hand.
Well, when you don't have that rim protector, you're going to have to figure out to position yourself so the player doesn't have a direct line to the basket.
Gordon 3, he's got the space shot, no good. Rebounded there was by Mansour. 2-on-1. Keegan gets stripped. Nice play there by Douvres. He's fouled in transition. And either way, it's going to be a 1-and-1 on the other end. So Baruch again having the opportunity to cut it to a 1-point game.
Hats off to Douvres. He's played well on both ends of the court. And I'm so impressed by the Baruch potential. We're seeing it now. So a lot to look forward to, Baruch Nation, moving forward.
And Douvres knocks down the first. His first 2 free throws on the afternoon.
Again, what a difference between the first half and second half. Baruch hanging in, exchanging punches, so to speak, with Chapman. And I might feel a knockout punch, David, somewhere very soon.
Billings taking the pick from Gospich, looking for options. Picks up his dribble, now over to Heberly up top. Heberly, fadeaway jumper, no good, but Gospich on the rebound, right-handed floater, no good. Bailey brings it down. The ball's knocked away from him. Ooh, no call there as Gospich hits the deck. Billings pulls it back out, and they have a chance for a fresh 20.
David, the ball seems to be finding Chapman.
Billings in the lane, high floater, shot, no good. It's Gospich again on the rebound. He can't finish. Coppin finally soars for it and pulls it down, and with coming in on 1 minute remaining, Baruch have the ball trailing by 1.
Baruch has a chance to move ahead.
Douvres pulls it up 3, shot off front iron, no good. Ball batted loose, and it's going to be a foul on the floor. Let's see who that's on. Foul there is going to be on number 10, Keegan, against Chapman. And him and Coppin fighting underneath, and that'll send Coppin to the line for his 13th and 14th free throw of the afternoon.
Now, David, what Coppin brings to this team or any team is that toughness that he fights. He's been doing that his whole career here at Baruch.
He's got 12 points and 11 rebounds, 10 of 12 from the free throw line, make it 10 of 13 from the free throw line.
But he's got some critical basket where he simply outmuscled the defender.
And Coppin can't hit it either. So,
well, defensively now, Baruch will make their mark on a stop.
So Coach Corian and the Panthers want to talk things over. 57.1 seconds. It's going to be a full timeout for the Panthers. Baruch trail by one, 65-64. Sun checking back into the game when we return.
Right now the momentum is favoring Baruch. They got Chapman thinking. Chapman thought they were going to walk out of here with a win as they go, sightseeing here in New York. But, again, Fareed made changes he had to make. Check. The players got their head together. And this is going to be a game-by-game adjustment situation. And throughout the years here, we've been honored and blessed to see those changes in a game which led to championships. So I like what I see. And, by the way, I failed to tell you that every young man on this Baruch roster is a great, great young man on and off the court. Great academic students. They're very respectful. They all go out into the world and really add to society. So, really, the athletic department here at Baruch has just done a tremendous job of winning the right way, and getting player after player to succeed the other player and really bring the highest level of personality. It's pretty impressive for me to be witness to all that.
So it'll be Billings now here on the up top for Chapman. 13-12 to shoot. Inside out, Heberly over to Farrington. Farrington has the open lane, and he finished with the right hand.
Well, that was crushing, David.
But I don't think Baruch need the three yet here, Joe.
Well, the thing about it is the time is against you. David, you don't have a lot of time.
Adebayo into the lane. Floater out here near side Douvres. 10 seconds to shoot, getting later and later into that clock. Sun going to pull a three. Ooh, just off right rim. No good. And Baruch have to foul. They're taking too much time here. Billings finally gets fouled by Sun. And that'll send him the line to shoot a 1-and-1.
I think you had to call a play to free up Douvres. By the way, not a bad shot by Sun. He can make that.
No, just so far into the shot clock there, Joe. I mean, I think, you had time to get the two if you moved a little bit quicker.
You have the luxury of having a sharp shooter like Douvres. Gordon can shoot it.
I just don't think you needed the three in that moment.
Well, it's a coaching decision. Some might want the three. Others will play it out.
So good on the first. It's a 4-point ball game.
But you know what?
But now, see, Joe, now these free throws are going to make it a two-possession game.
Right. It's tough. It's really if your identity is the three, I would shoot the three. I would have shot the three.
And no good on the second, but an offensive rebound from Chapman, and they'll go back to the line for more free throws.
David, the ball has found Chapman from the start of this game. Every rebound, every loose ball found its way into a Chapman hand.
Number 10, Bill Keegan, the first number 2.
And off on the first of the one-on-one, so Baruch have to push.
Heck, he looked like he wanted to miss that for some reason.
And Gordon right into the lane. Can't finish with the left hand. Rebounded there by Gospich, and now he'll go to the line to shoot two.
Well, I have to say that I'm very impressed by Baruch in this new administration. Baruch did not lose this game, David. It just was a matter of play here, play there. But I'm telling you, they took it to Chapman, this supposedly highly ranked team from California, and now Coach Fareed has a ton to build off of moving forward.
So that will do it here at the Arc Arena. First home game in the books as Baruch fall to Chapman 68-64. And Joe, what turned out, after the first half, wasn't expecting, but quite a nail-biter here late in the second.
Well, again, the players, I think, got rid of the butterflies. It's first game. And I think they just played. Douvres, he emerged. He's going to be a heck of a player, Adebayo. We really didn't see Gordon. We saw moments of him, but we know what he can do. Coppin, we saw incredible toughness. Son brought a lot. Hare brought a lot. Bailey brings what you need. So it's hard to say Baruch lost. I think they just played a game that they could have won. And I think they have to feel good about that going into the locker room, that they were not supposed to win. Can we say that? But they did everything. And these things will come back to you. David, we're playing for January and February. So these things are going to be growing pains and people emerging. And you have to take it one game at a time. And but you got to come away being impressed by. Remember, Baruch could have packed it in and just said, "Hey, it's not our day," but they didn't. They played.
Love the fight from the Bearcats, traditional fight from the Bearcats too. You saw that with Coach Alisi's team, and we're clearly going to see that with Tamara Fareed's team. Guess the one area of concern is you're down 17 to Maritime last game, and then you were down pretty up to 11 here in the second half against a team like Chapman. It's going to be just hard to dig out of these holes when you see these big second half deficits.
My concern, David, is what got you into the hole to begin with. If you can array, and that's why you watch film, if you can look at the game as we have over the years, first 10 minutes, last 10 minutes, last 5 minutes, if you can strategize to be, in that, you're going to do well. But I want to see if Baruch is going to lose. It's not because they didn't try their hardest, If they're giving up, you can use all excuses. Well, our first game, new coach. No. Today we didn't see excuses. We saw, what coach says? Be a player. And I think you would agree, Baruch played.
And the good thing for the Bearcats is they have quick turnaround here. They play again on Wednesday night as they host Farmingdale State here at the Arc Arena. It's going to be a women's-men's doubleheader. Women play Ramapo.
Well, that's great because it's going to be hopefully a lively crowd, and we're going to see the women. And like I said, David, do you agree that the pieces are there for Baruch?
Yeah, I think they just have to figure out what their roles are. I think we saw Son kind of develop more of a role in the second half.
That's right there.
More of a role in the second half. And even Adebayo more on the ball late in that first half into the second half.
I'm telling you, if Adebayo things fall, that guy's going to score 50. Like Mia would put up these crazy numbers. Well, Adebayo, he's capable of lighting up the sky. So, Baruch Nation, a lot to look forward to, and we can't wait to take this journey with you. Everybody be well. And David, I've missed you, but here we go, man.
And that journey continues on Wednesday night as Baruch hosts Farmingdale State. So you've been watching Baruch basketball here at the Arc Arena. It was the home opener, and it was Chapman prevailing over the Bearcats 68-64. This broadcast has been in conjunction with the Baruch Athletic Department. For Joe Stolzer, I'm David Just. Have a great Sunday, everybody.
Enjoy Sunday. Baruch